Morning all. Excuse me, start that again. Morning all. I was going to send you an email, but it was going to be a long email, so I thought it'd be much quicker if I just quickly record a video and send you the video. It'll save my time and yours. So I wanted to explain a couple of things. I have put messages in the WhatsApp group, but I believe, or I suspect at least, that with the amount of chit chat that goes on in there, I think some people zone out and maybe miss messages. So in terms of your annual fees at Sutton United, what they cover in terms of matches and training is it starts in August and it finishes in April pretty much. It covers just one training session a week, which is the standard that you get and most teams stick to. It covers matches, your first team kit, a rain jacket, season ticket to the first team league games, and there's probably a few other bits and pieces that I've forgotten. What it doesn't cover is the second training session a week that we in our team offer the boys. So obviously that's not compulsory. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But the boys, in fact, last season obviously trained 3 times a week. We're going to move that back down to 2 times a week this season. But that second training session is not covered in your annual fees and is therefore we need to fund that ourselves. So that's why there's a charge for that. Typically that second training session is on a Saturday. So what else isn't covered in your annual fees is anything that we choose to do as a team from essentially the end of the season through to the beginning of the next season. So roughly speaking, the end of April through to early August. Nothing we do in that period is covered. Now, we have decided last summer, we decided that we were going to train all the way through on a Saturday as a team. But again, that's not covered in your annual fees. So there's a fee per player to pay for the pitch. I think the confusion this time round came in because I have my own coaching business, which is one way I can actually make a living and keep a roof over my head. But it's only a very small part of that. And I only ever really run it in the summer for boys that I know or friends of friends that don't want to stop playing football in the summer. So it's called Fundamental Football. So a little while ago in the parents group, I offered everyone the opportunity to join up for that because I was going to do it again this summer. Now, what actually turned out to be is that so many of the Sutton boys wanted to do that, which is great, that I didn't feel comfortable sort of setting that up as a part of my own business and charging a little bit more so I could make some money out of it. So what I've essentially done is scrap the idea of that being Fundamental Football and just run it as a Sutton United training session. So essentially we are now training on a Wednesday and a Saturday. Both of them are completely up to you. No one is under any obligation to do those. They're extra training, as I say, but we do need to fund the pitch between us for both Wednesday and Saturday. So what I have decided is I'm going to lower the cost per player per session once again down to £5. Which will mean some weeks I'll be a little bit short. Hopefully some weeks there'll be a few more players there and I'll have a little bit more and hopefully it'll even itself out over the summer. If I end up being a little bit out of pocket, I'm not bothered about that. It's not a problem at all. If I end up with a little bit too much money, then I'll just reinvest it back into the club anyway. I don't get paid a penny. I'm a volunteer and it probably costs me money over the season with the extra bits and pieces that we put on with trophies and all the other bits and pieces that we put in with equipment and stuff like that. That's not a problem for me at all, but I just wanted, it's really important that you know that when I'm charging or when I maybe appear to be charging you £5 for a Wednesday and £5 for a Saturday, that isn't going into my pocket. That's purely going to Sutton United to pay for the pitch or goals or wherever we happen to be. So with that said, Collingwood Rec gets closed down on a Saturday through the summer. But not on a Saturday, completely closed down through the summer so the pitches can rest in time for the new season. So our last summer, we trained on Sutton United's 3G pitch through the summer on a Saturday, and that starts again this Saturday. So from tomorrow, we will be back on the Sutton United 3G pitch. And as I say, that's £5 per player per session on a Saturday and again on a Wednesday, pretty much on the Sutton 3G pitch now, Saturday, Wednesday through to August. Any questions, please do let me know. But the key things to remember is the coaches don't get paid a penny. This is purely to pay for the pitch. your Sutton United fees that you pay annually actually only cover you from August when the season starts to around April when the season ends. Anything we do after that, between sort of the end of April through to the beginning of August, is additional. It's discretionary. It's entirely up to you whether you want to or not. I know a lot of the boys want to carry on playing football, which is why we offer that. And therefore, it's down to us, not Sutton United, to pay for that. Hope that's all clear. But as I say, if you've got any questions, please do let me know.